Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite plant-based dishes, a chickpea curry. I really like this recipe because it is very versatile, and as a base all you need are some chickpeas, either canned or cooked from dry. And then you will need some plant-based cream like coconut cream. Then you can add any kind of vegetables that you like or that you might already have in your fridge. You can either eat it by itself or you can serve it with some rice or with bread. So to start, you will need some drained chickpeas. If you're using canned chickpeas, be aware of the sodium content as it can be really high in some brands. Washing it will reduce it by a bit, so that might be a good idea. You can keep the liquid from the chickpeas to use as egg white replacement in other recipes. Then you will need some plant-based cream. Here I have some coconut milk and some rice bran cream. There are many different kinds of varieties, so if you go look in the supermarket or especially an Asian supermarket, I'm sure you can find some. You will also need some spices to give taste to your curry. You can usually find curry powder, which is a pre-ready mix of spices just like this one at supermarkets. You can also add a variety of other different kind of spices that you like. I'm going to add this ginger powder, as well as some ground allspice and some turmeric powder. Turmeric has a lot of antioxidants which are great for you, and it will give the curry a really nice yellow color, as well as some salt. And I will be using pink Himalayan salt because it has a lot of minerals and trace elements. If you like your curry to be spicy, you can also add some chili or any kind of pepper, dry or fresh. And now for the veggies. You can get really creative here. Here are some ideas of what you can use. Tomato, carrot, sweet potato, spinach, onion and/or garlic, mushrooms, cauliflower, broccoli, bell pepper. It's a good idea to use different types of vegetables together. So for example, today I will be using mushrooms, onion, tomato, and I originally wanted to use spinach, but it wasn't available, so I will be using watercress instead, which is also really nutritious. Okay, so if you're starting with garlic or onion, it's a good idea to use that first. If you don't want to use garlic and onion, that's fine. I'm using an onion, so I'm just chopping up the onion now. I don't like to use oil in my cooking because of health reasons, so I'm just going to splash a bit of water now and then to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. And I'm using a non-stick pan. I'm cooking everything at about medium heat. Just keep watch and adjust the temperature as necessary. Now I'm going to chop up my tomato. Once the onions are golden brown, I'm going to add all my spices and just toast them for a bit so that they release the flavor. Now I'm going to add in the tomatoes and cook them until they're really soft. If you're using any hard vegetables, it's good to put them in the beginning so they have some time to cook. I am adding mushrooms, and these mushrooms take a while to cook, so I'm just going to cook them separately. Now that the tomatoes are soft, I'm going to add in the mushrooms. Whatever vegetables that you're using, make sure that they are cooked at this point before you add the chickpeas, since the chickpeas are already cooked. Now add the cream. I'm also adding some extra turmeric and pepper at this point. Meanwhile, I'm going to cook up some rice in a cooker. Just follow the right proportion of water to rice on the packaging. And I'm going to use a bit of turmeric, ginger, salt and pepper to give it some flavor. Now if your curry didn't really thicken up at this point, you can make it thicker by adding a bit of starch, and I'm going to use tapioca starch. Just make sure to add it in little increments and keep mixing. Now if you're using leafy greens, this is the perfect moment to add them, as you don't want them to overcook. Now mix everything up and just let it cook for a bit longer. And that's it! Here we have our chickpea curry. When cooking, don't forget to be really creative and just add ingredients that you really like or you think are going to be really great in a dish. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell button so that you get notified when I upload videos. And thank you so much for watching, and see you. Bye!